لكينا على السريع اللمعة عم تمشي، تمار وجيمي ركضوا وهيك، بس رح نبلش كمان نحن فاست فورد بكيف بتفكر. كثير اشخاص بتعرفون، كثير اشخاص شفتوهم قبل بس اليوم رجعوا معنا مثل جيد. هاي جيد. كثير ناس بيعرفوك جيد 100%. جيد معنا بالفريق سترونج هولدز، جوزها لكارن. مزبوط؟ عم بسأل هيك، احذري لي احذري لي، لأن سألت براسي إنه ليه أنا عم بقول هو بده يقول، بس أنا بلبك بدي فوت بالخبرية.
لا هو هي مرته.
هي مرته. برافو جويس. جيد ريدي للأسئلة اليوم؟
يس ديفنتلي.
لو كيفك اليوم؟ في ميكرو ثاني إذا بدكم. منيح؟ ريدي كمان؟
ايه أنا ريدي.
جوزيف كنت معنا من حلقتين، من أسبوعين أو 3 ماضيين.
صح.
كمان ريدي. رح أسأل سؤال بدي دغري تجاوبوا عليه بتقريبا ايه او لا، رح ترجعوا تبرروا وتقولوا يمكن لا. ليه؟ لأنه معنا بهذا السؤال قصة من وراه، والقصة مقسمة لأجزاء. هيك بنحطكم بالجو، بس تقولوا ايه او لا، بتسمعوا القصة ورجعوا جاوبوا عليه. اوكي. إذا صار في حالة خيانة بين الشريك والشريكة، يعني أنتم مجوزين، إذا أنت خنت لكارن يا كارن أو جيد خانك، ما رح يصير بس عم نسأل ما تعصبوا. لو إذا بكرة خطيبتك وقت الخطبة فيك يصير في خيانة، ما عم بحكي عنك، عم بحكي ان جنرال. أو جوزيف مثل ما خبرت مرات فيها تكون شريكة حياتك بعد ما خطبتها أو بعدين صارت مرتك. هل بتغفر للخيانة؟ بس رح نحكي كثير، بس قبل بس هيك جاوب، لأنه قلت لي شيء تحت الهواء حابب أسمعه.
حابب تسمع؟ بكره الخيانة، يعني عندي شعور كثير بشع باتجاه هيدي الشغله سبيسيفيك.
بشع يعني اول ثانيه اذا بيجي على قلبك لا ما بسامح. هلا بعرفك بتسامح بس
انه ما بعرف honestly.
كارن
رح ارجع افسر بس انه
ايه بس ثانيه، اول ثانيه بس تجي على راسك
بعتقد
بتعتقد ايه دائما عن جد المراه في عندها حنيه وايز اكثر منها.
ايه انا بسامح بس في consequences يعني اكيد
رح نحكي فيهم. اوكي حبيت.
انا بسامح بس كمان برجع بوضح
في شيء بالخبريه. جويس بتسامحي؟
بدي سامح، بدي اقولها مع عنا كثير صعبه
اول ثانيه بس.
ايه بس هي كمبدا انه انا بلا لازم سامح، لازم
كمبدا
وحاعملها، بس انه قد ايه حتكون هينه ومش حتكون هينه اكيد.
انا كمان كنت اقول لا بس انا بسامح. اول مره سالتني اياها مريان قلت لا وهي قالت ايه. انا قلت لا بس اليوم بسامح. وكمان رح ارجع افسر. رح نسمع القصه شو صار معهم، في ترجمه للي ما بيعرف انجليزي، ومن ما يعني على 3 اجزاء بنحكي.
We have the kind of marriage that people would look at and go, okay, I want a marriage like that when I grow up.
We loved doing life together. We loved our children. We loved everything that we did.
We were leaders of the church. We were leaders in our whole city.
Bob and Audrey Meisner met in Bible college.
We'd talk about everything all the time, just sharing our lives and dreams and hopes together. I was completely enthralled by her.
I felt so safe with Bob because he loved God. I felt like I could be with him forever.
They married, started a family, and dove into ministry work. They had big dreams for the future.
With our desire to be world changers, what you got to do is work.
We were pastoring a church and also working for my mom and dad and their TV ministry.
I had no idea how hard it would be.
A few months into the marriage, Audrey realized that Bob's communication style was completely different.
He could easily confront me if something was wrong. So what I made a vow in my heart was, I am going to do everything possible so that he will never yell at me again. And I became the ultimate performer and the ultimate pleaser.
By now, the Meisners were hosting their own television program, and the hard work of ministry took a toll on Audrey, who was afraid to speak up.
The busyness got so tiring and so exhausting. And so I remember stuffing down those feelings because I knew Bob loved the church. And so I could never tell him how I really felt.
This continued for years. And then a family friend from church began spending more time with the Meisners.
He was extremely energetic and playful and liked to be with our kids. And
he was fun, he was young, he reminded me of being a kid again.
He didn't have a family. It was very natural, at the beginning, and we'd invite him, to be in holidays with us and so forth.
But this new family friend began giving more attention to Audrey.
He would overly flirt with me. You're so beautiful. I want to find someone in this world that could even be half as amazing as you. Something in my heart gravitated towards that, and I thought, that's what I need.
Over time, their relationship grew closer.
I knew something had changed in my heart when I knew he was coming over, and I wanted to look really good when he got there. And I felt like I was in control. I felt that I could have a relationship with a young guy in the church and just help him out.
And I had no reason, to doubt her love for me. I mean, we were still, extremely intimate with each other, loving with each other. So I thought everything was fine.
But Audrey's desire for the other man grew stronger.
Our shoulders would bump or his hands would touch mine, and I'd start to notice my reaction to that was like, oh, that felt good, that he touched me. I really told myself I can have it all. This relationship won't really affect the rest of my life. And I began to notice myself lying so that I could be alone with him. I just dove in and said, you know what, I've gone this far anyway, I'm just going to do this. And that's when it became sexual. Our relationship became sexual.
The affair continued for 3 weeks.
I just lied to the people I love the most in order to get away with this guy and be inappropriate sexually and have an affair. This is not me.
Audrey realized she couldn't continue living the double life and ended the affair. Now she had to tell her husband of 17 years what she had done.
I was scared out of my mind. I was shaking. If it came down to a choice of who I would choose, there was never a question in my mind. I wanted my husband and my kids. I haven't confronted him for 17 years of little things. And now I'm going to tell him the most betraying message I could ever imagine. I sat very close to him and whispered in his ear and said, I've done something extremely inappropriate. I saw just extreme rage and hatred come out of his eyes.
This wasn't just a little mistake. This wasn't just a little oops or a hiccup. And I wanted to, punch holes in walls, slam doors, express some anger or rage.
I felt so much shame for what I did and so much deep regret.
All I wanted to do was get her fixed. She's the problem. She had the affair. Every happy memory of 17 years of marriage was gone.